Been tracking this for about a half an hour or so. If you are in this area that's shaded in orange, please go to your safe place right now in an interior room, lowest level of that house or building. They got so many different things this year than what they had last year. In fact, you come up here and they give you a whole little kit right here. See, it says right there, s'mores kit. There's some hail popping up right there, okay? It just took a minute. Maybe marble to penny size. Now is the time to go to your interior room away from windows. We can do a lightning count. This is just 1/2 hour. 534 lightning strikes just in that complex alone. There is a no scare zone here for the kids. Clearly, I didn't get the wristband for the no scare zone. You and I might have the same tie and suit on, but the question is, do we have the same overcoat? Because that's what's going to be important. Headed out there. Doppler radar has indicated at least the potential for a tornado. So once again, committed to keeping you safe. Please take shelter now. This will likely be in the Midtown area within the next 10 or 15 minutes. If this storm maintains its integrity, let's draw another storm cone for you. Some of the communities possibly impacted could be Foothills 351, that target. I'm assuming that's going to be the target on the northwest side of town. What time do you start?
8 a.m.
Yeah, probably upper 40s, lower 50s, sunny skies.
Bring a jacket.
Come on out.
It's December after all. Come out for a very good cause.
Oh,
We got a full-fledged, good old-fashioned snowball fight going on with me and the kids out here. We got some of Santa's snowballs. Here's what I really want to show you. Look at what's happening right now in places like Ajo. Typically much warmer than Tucson. You're at 58 degrees, a full, 13 degrees cooler than Tucson. That is courtesy of what we call FROPA. Frontal passage. Cold front has moved through Ajo. You see this ridge of high pressure starting to build up by midweek, and that means warmer conditions. I think late in the weekend, early next work week, we'll have to watch this disturbance off the coast of California.
Chief Meteorologist Matt Brode, it is massive, and I'm talking about that storm. I looked over at one of the graphics you have there. It is just incredible.
I've been doing weather for many years. I've seen some pretty potent storm systems. The scope of this one, it rivals really anything we've seen in terms of how much geography it's covering. We're under an alert day here in Tucson, Arizona. All those pings through Texas, New Mexico, Kansas, Oklahoma, all the way to the East Coast, Tennessee River Valley, Ohio River Valley. We're talking about 1 to 2 feet of snow. We got bitterly cold air in the Great Lakes. Some spots 15, 25 degrees below zero, and then a massive ice storm in the south, all being propelled by really our storm system. You can see we're just getting a little piece of it here across southeastern Arizona, but snow already getting underway across sections of North Texas and Oklahoma. And I just want to put things into perspective. Look at these current temperatures. This is without the wind chill, okay? It is 10 degrees below zero, absolute temperature in the Twin Cities, 8 below zero in Chicago, down to Oklahoma City, 22 degrees. And I tell you, this is just going to be, they're going to be shoveling out for days across sections of the Northeast, including the big cities, Washington, New York, Boston, for example. What we're tracking here across southeastern Arizona, winter weather advisory through Sunday at 5 a.m. Heavy mountain snow. I think the mountains of eastern Pima County, maybe a half a foot as you make your way to the White Mountains. Possibly up to a foot. So do expect winter weather driving conditions. Valley rain when everything is said and done with, a half inch, possibly upwards of an inch. All this chaos being created by this area of low pressure spinning right here just to the southwest of San Diego, California. Let's go on a Doppler tour. We've seen some showers across much of southeastern Arizona so far today. Let's see what's happening at the 5:21 hour of this Friday evening. There we go. Tucson's north side seeing some showers. Tucson's south side seeing some showers. This is going to continue to evolve and move into bands all the way through really tomorrow night as well. Still not tracking much in the way of snow in the Catalinas. That should change over pretty quickly. South of Benson seeing a good downpour. East of Benson seeing a good downpour. Then finally up in Graham and Greenlee County, this is where the showers are kind of headed for in this general direction. Notice the blue right there. That tells me about 10,000 feet is where that snow level is. So Mount Lemmon at 9,000, it will be falling. Let's time things out for you. You can see tonight at 9 o'clock, maybe getting a little bit of a break, but more bands while we sleep in the early morning hours, 7 a.m. Showers rolling through. This is 11 a.m. tomorrow, still seeing some showers. And then possibly the main attraction, the grand finale, happens late tomorrow night and then extremely early into Sunday morning. And then by Sunday, I'd say midday, we are totally in the clear zone. Maybe an additional 0.3 of an inch of rain in Tucson, upwards of an inch in spots like Douglas, places that have already seen a lot of rain. Outside, Storm Tracker 4 Skycam Network on the mountaintop. No snow yet, but it's 57 degrees at the airport. Winds coming out of the east at 6 miles per hour. Temperatures really into the mid to upper 50s citywide. We're looking at temperatures into the 50s for Cochise and Santa Cruz County as well. Storm Tracker 4 10-day tracker alert day tomorrow because we're going to see more valley rain and mountain snow. 90% chance of that occurring. Drawing out on Sunday, just nothing more than a shower or two early in the morning. Cold, though, upper 50s for daytime highs, 30s for lows. Then it looks like next work week, this is all left in the past, but our friends off to the east and northeast, Sean, they're going to be digging out for likely days. Right. If you look at the top 3, 4, 5 biggest heat waves ever in the state of Arizona, this might be eclipsed by ones in the summer where the absolute number gets hotter. Yeah. But relatively speaking, degrees above average, this might take the cake.
This early, yeah.
This is early. We're still in astronomical winter as this historic heat just settles into the state of Arizona. And the sort of more concerning part, a lot of people are just asking me, when is this going to lift? There's really not a good answer. We don't really have a good answer other than it's going to be several days. All right, here's what we're tracking on the Storm Tracker 4 alert day. Yes, this is an extreme heat warning in the very middle portions of March. All of southern sections of Arizona, those impacts major heat risk with temperatures triple digit for the only time. We've never done that as far as records go back in the city of Tucson. Those records go back to the 1890s, all the way up to 108 in those extreme western deserts, putting our mercury 20 to at times 25, possibly some spots 30 degrees above average. So please, if you suffer from heat-related illness or sensitive to them, or you take care of people that are, please take heed to those. Stay hydrated, limit that time outdoors, drink plenty of water. High pressure sits right here south of Las Vegas, and this cell is going to continue to drift to the south and east and park itself over here. We call these big heat domes in meteorology, and unless we get a good feature to move it off to the east, it could stick around for quite some time. Let's go to the charts and see what it's saying. Okay, here we are tomorrow. That high pressure ridge, that dome of high pressure on top of us couldn't be closer. This is on the day Thursday, 8 o'clock. Now we're into Friday, still virtually just compressing and warming up that air. Momentum, I tell you, because it's not going to get as cool in the morning, so we get extra head start in how hot we can get during the daytime hours on Friday, likely Saturday and Sunday as well. So that means ice break. Of course, that's where you at home guess the first time we hit 100 degrees by date, hour, down to the exact minute for some great prizes. I tell you, you're running out of time. Enter through the News 4 Tucson app or KVOA.com/contest. Unbelievable heat today for March standards. 103 Yuma, 100 Havasu, Gila Bend, Phoenix, both at 102. 95 in Tucson. That changes. Oh, that was also a record tied back in 1907. Outside, 10 o'clock, your Storm Tracker 4 Skycam network, 75 degrees. I tell you, this is about our average daytime high this time of year in March. South-southwest winds are light at 3 miles per hour. Some portions of the city cooling a little bit quicker. It's mid-60s Sabino Canyon, low 70s Midtown. Marana still at 74 degrees. Oracle 70, and I tell you, you are comfortable in central sections of Cochise County. Upper 50s in spots like Pierce, low 60s in Bisbee. Not cooling too much overnight, low 60s for your morning lows. And I tell you, for the very first time this year, for the earliest time ever, we break 100-degree heat here in the city of Tucson at 101. 82 in Bisbee. We'll go 93 Wilcox. Morning lows in Cochise County comfortable, mostly into the 50s. Storm Tracker 4 10-day tracker alert days Thursday all the way through Sunday, courtesy of dangerous historic major heat. 101 tomorrow, 101 on the very first day of spring on Friday, 102 Saturday, upper 90s Sunday, Sean. Maybe some slight cooling early next work week, maybe not. These models, some of them hint at keeping this strong area of high pressure along for quite some time. The good news is I think we do peak this weekend, hopefully some gradual cooling beyond that. We, of course, will continue to follow the trends.